Cohabitation isn't demonic or sinful, like your pastors have made you believe. And neither does cohabitation make you worthless or cheap, like your friends Nkechi and Blessing has been telling you about. In fact, I think cohabitation should be done before marriage. I know you might still think I'm wrong in some kind of way, but am I? Well, let's find out. When people hear the word cohabitation, mostly women, I don't know, for some reason they think it only involves them, taking their bags and their luggage and then go live with a man, maybe for a month, 2 months, 3 months. But that's not really cohabitation, or should I say that's not only cohabitation. If you've spent a night at your boyfriend's place, or maybe perhaps go be with him for the weekend, let me say you go on Saturday or on a Friday night, and then you come back or return to your place on Sunday evening. Madam, sister, auntie, you have in fact cohabitated.
No! God, please, no!
Your pastor no tell that one abi, or your friends no tell that one abi, but that's just the reality. We all don't have to, act like hypocrites and then start judging people for doing what they think is best for them. I know I say I'm judging you, but I'm not judging you. Okay. Well, that's just the truth, sincerely speaking. Fun fact. The pastor, yes, that your pastor that is telling you not to cohabit has in fact cohabitated with his wife, maybe in his early days of being a young man or youth. And he has supposedly found Jesus, so he's telling you now not to cohabit. Knowing fully well this thing will benefit you.
What?
And for some reason, you just seem to obey him because you think he's right and you're wrong. Come to think of it, I want to ask you a question. Would you rather enjoy your marriage or endure your marriage? Now, I want you to have a pause and give that a deep thought. Would you rather enjoy your marriage or endure your marriage? The ball is in your court. Because I really do not see how I'll choose to spend the rest of my life with someone I did not know in depthly. And that is the same exact problem cohabitation solves. Let me give you an instance or an example. Let's say, as a man, you've been dating for for quite some time now, and all she does is come, maybe she comes the same day and then leaves the same day. And there's no way you can know if this girl is dirty or probably maybe very lazy. Because there's no way you know without, you getting to spend some time with her. And then suddenly you finally get married. And you just found out that 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, Nkechi still dey sleep. Oh. Hey, bro, what's going on? Like, you're already dressed for work and she's still sleeping till 10 in the morning. And everywhere is messed up. She's so dirty, doesn't know how to take care of herself. And because your pastor told you, it's marriage, you have to endure. And then instead of you enjoying your marriage, you now enjoy your marriage for something you could have fixed in the early stage of you dating. And what cohabitation would have made you know and you would have solved from the onset. Or should I say, for instance, let me give an example. And this one is so real. And it's for the female. Let's say you're 27 and then you start dating Brother Peter. And of course, Brother Peter, and I've been the Christian brother, says, "Oh, Sister Blessing, I don't want us to have sex. No sex till marriage. In fact, you don't get to spend a night at my place. No cohabitation." And Auntie Blessing, being the Christian girl she is, of course, accepts that. And then on the long run, the first year, second year, third year, and then they finally get married on the fourth year. Of course, conjugal bliss, everyone's happy. And on the day of the night, when Brother Paul is supposed to perform his marital rites as a husband, and then all of a sudden, Auntie Blessing now finds out Brother Paul's bola is a micro bola. I know, fine. The marriage can be annulled for the fact that there has been deception from the onset. But don't you think you'd have saved Auntie Blessing so much time. I mean, that's like almost 28, 29, 30, 31. That's like 4 good years of her time wasted. And now she's 31. Of course, her value declines. Her value declines, whether I like it or not. Women value declines with age. You can choose to lie to yourself, but that's just the fucking absolute truth. And now all of a sudden, Auntie Blessing starts crying. Oh, bro, Paul, you deceived me. You deceived me. That was why you told me no sex until marriage. And you know you have a micro bola. And you lured me into being married to you or getting married to you. And now it's too late for me to leave. And then Auntie Blessing starts crying and starts living her life in agony, severe gnashing of teeth. Because her pastor told her, you must not have sex before marriage. You must not cohabit before marriage. Look, if you decide to remain celibate until marriage, it is fine by me. I don't have any issue with that. But you choose not to cohabit. No, that's bad. Come on. For Sister Blessing now, if she had cohabitated earlier, she would have found out Brother Paul is impotent or has a microbola. For those of us that don't know what a microbola is, it is a kind of bola that even when it is erect or flaccid, the length doesn't go beyond my pinky. Can you see it? Yeah, that's what a microbola is. Auntie Blessing now is now feeling sad because obviously she heeded to her pastor's advice and now she's paying the price. Meanwhile, her pastor is at home piping his wife severely.
Hey, Jesus Christ of Nazareth.
And guess who's a lot now? Auntie Blessing. So please, in whatever you do, you just have to apply wisdom. I'm not necessarily saying you should go have sex with somebody, but I bet you no amount of test would confirm that Brother Paul has a microbola. Because tests will just only check for his fertility. Do you understand? And not his length of his dick or something like that. You understand? You can only see that with your eyes, or perhaps feel it with your hands and some other ways, if you know what I mean, actually.
You get it? Okay. If you don't get it, forget about it.
But yeah, that's just the reality of things. And this is just one of the few examples I would have to give you guys. But I have so many examples and I've heard of so many stories that I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say. I'm also like should I say cohabitation has even helped me to some extent because my ex and everything. I mean, I have to find out some certain things all through cohabitation, and if I did not cohabit, you best believe I'll be at a loss right now, and I've gotten married to somebody I wasn't supposed to get married to. So cohabitation saves you from so many stress and so many headaches. Like I said, it doesn't necessarily have to be sex. You don't necessarily have to have sex, and I'm going to make a video about that soon. So you can know how to cohabit without having sex. Even the chance is so slim. I won't lie to you, but it can happen, and I mean, people do it. Do you understand? So it's not a crime. But please, I want you guys to give it a thought and know what's best for you. Cohabitation isn't evil.